Howdy, my name's Brian, and on today's program we're going to talk about the pros and cons of bus life, from pooping to dating. Let's get started. Pro number 1, I don't have to pay a mortgage, rent, and my landlord is usually never around. How do you find this mysterious land, you ask? Well, I use an app called iOverlander. It allows me to find cool camp spots, showers, water, propane, and other supplies. Con number 1. I'm coming up on 2 years of traveling, and let me tell you, having my own spot is really looking good about now. Constantly adapting to new surroundings and a lack of routine has left me thinking, what the fuck am I doing? So while I'm traveling around, I'm always keeping my eyes out for some land that I could buy, or just a fun town I can call home. Pro number 2, closeness to nature. It can help reduce your anxiety and depression. Where do I even begin, Dr. Cactus? Well, it all started when I was a young boy, long ago. Spending at least 1 hour outside, walking, running, or biking can increase your mood by over 10%. Con numero 2, isolation. Sometimes I can go weeks without being around another human being. I can tell how it messes with my mood, and it usually leaves me feeling very lonely and disconnected. To remedy that, I usually go into town, take a walk around Walmart, or I'll just go out to eat. Pro number 3, pooping in epic spots. With that comes great responsibility. Make sure you're 200 yards away or 70 paces from water or your camp. When you're done pooping, pack out your toilet paper. I know that sounds gross, but just bring a bag with you or use biodegradable toilet paper. Con number 3, a lack of showers. I smell, and it's impossible to get food sometimes because right now we're about 40 miles away from town. I can usually carry about a week's worth of water and food on me, so it's really not too bad all the time, but let me tell you, going into town on a dirty ass road sucks. Pro number 4, visiting new towns, breweries, and restaurants. So one time I was in Silver City, New Mexico. I went to a coffee shop there and sat with a bunch of old dudes, and all they did was tell me war stories of Vietnam the whole time. And this other time I was in Elk Bend, Idaho, at a bar called the Dusty Mule, where a big scary white man kept telling me about how he sends his dad to sex ranches. Con number 4, deciding where to go. So many beautiful places here in America, it's impossible to decide where do I go next. To counteract that, I usually just pick a spot, give myself the Mel Robbins 5-second rule, and I just go. Last pro, reclaiming your nature. You get to spend so much time with yourself, you really get to know who you really are. Please tell me, who is Brian Bear Butler? Glad you asked. Deeply understanding myself has allowed me to free my mind to concentrate on things that I want and don't need. And the last con, dating. It's extremely difficult. Where do I live? Well, I usually only spend a couple weeks at a time in certain towns and places, so kind of getting someone on board to just kind of wander around with you is very difficult. It leaves me with very few options, but I believe once I find that option, it'll be the right one. And these are my experiences from 2 years of traveling. Howdy, my name is Brian, and on today's program, we're going to talk about fuck. I've been traveling for about 2 years now, and the fucking wind is blowing. Just have to wait.